That is not sitting well with my next guest. Border Czar Tom Homan joins me now. Tom, they've crossed the line here. This is out of control.
I know, it's just simply disgusting, and any network that covers that is disgusting as well. So I'm hoping DOJ steps in there and see if they cross that line of impeding federal law enforcement officers. Look, Lawrence, you and I talk about this. Assaults against ICE is up over 500%. Now you got an app that's going to tell where ICE operations are going to be. It's only a matter of time for ICE agents are ambushed by some nut, like what happened in LA, throwing a Molotov cocktail, throwing bricks at these officers. This is just disgusting at every level. So I hope DOJ dives in this deeply, because, you know, ICE is concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. This shouldn't be an issue anybody is against. So they're already a dangerous job going after the worst of the worst. These guys are putting their lives on the line every day going after the worst and worst international security threats. And this app makes it that much more dangerous. It's incredible that those who enforce law, all of a sudden they're the bad guys. The ones who break the law, they're victims. It's disgusting.
Why would CNN promote this? Why would they do a story on this?
You know, I can't figure it out. I've been doing this for 4 decades. I've never seen anything like this in my life. You know, it's got to be they hate Trump more than they love law enforcement. Or I can't figure it out. But something needs to be done. I mean, you advertise this guy's app on a national TV network. That's just going to bring more followers, sick followers, to the app and use it. Again, letting the bad guy know ICE is coming. They're here. Here's where they're going next. This is dangerous for the men and women in law enforcement.
So true, Tom. I want to get you to weigh in on another story. So a judge has decided to delay Abrego Garcia's release from a Tennessee jail over deportation concerns. Not because he's a public safety risk, not because he beat his wife, not because he trafficked people across the border, not because people died in vans because of his trafficking, but because they don't want the guy to be deported. Should a judge be doing this?
Absolutely not. It's just another disgusting story. This judge is telling us, I don't want you to abide by the federal court order issued by 2 different federal judges that this person needs to be deported. So he's basically telling us, ignore the orders issued by 2 federal judges. I'm going to make my own independent, radical decision. Again, DOJ's on top of this. You know, we got a great AG in Pam Bondi. I think they'll take this fight all the way. Bottom line is, there's no place in this country for this man. He needs to be sent home.
It's unbelievable that the judges now become these activists right now. If they want to be activists, they can take the robe off. Any of the judges that I work for in juvenile court, they would never tolerate this type of behavior. I want to get you to weigh in on Senator Chris Murphy. He's angry that the border numbers and the crossings are so low. This is the Senator Watch.
Border crossings are at a record low. Do you give the Trump administration some credit for that?
No, I don't give them credit for that, because border crossings are low because they're violating the law every day. We wrote that bipartisan bill last year to reform the asylum process, to make sure that only the right people are coming in and that we judge those cases expeditiously at the border. So it's true, there are very few people crossing on a daily basis, but that's because the Trump administration is violating the law.
You guys aren't violating the law. You can still go through a port of entry. It's just all the legal ways to get across the border are locked down, which you promised you were going to do, Tom.
Yeah, look, he just proved he's not very smart. Bottom line is, the reason border crossings are so low, because we're enforcing the law. Enforcing the law that him, as a matter of Congress, enacted. The law clearly says, it's under statute, if you arrive at our borders without proper documentation, you shall be detained. Not maybe, not think about it, not release them to an NGO and put them in a hotel room $500 a night. We stopped catch and release. We are detaining and removing. That's exactly what we're doing. We're enforcing laws that Congress enacts, and we're not going to apologize for doing it. Bottom line is, we got the most secure border in the history of this nation because of Donald Trump, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
There's a lot of Americans proud back at home. Tom, I want to get you to respond to a man that could be the next mayor of New York City. I don't know if you remember, but he confronted you at one point. I want to play this sound for you. This is him when you came to New York. Watch.
How many more New Yorkers? How many more New Yorkers will you detain? How many more New Yorkers without charge? Do you believe in the First Amendment? Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan?
Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan? What's your response?
Yeah, I believe in First Amendment. I've been enforcing the law since 1983. Bottom line is, I wasn't listening to him. I was too busy eating my Macintosh apple on the way outside of that event. So he can scream all he wants. Look, he can protest all he wants, has that right. Bottom line is the Trump administration is enforcing law. Not only do we have the most secure border in the history of this nation, we are removing public safety threats and national security threats at 3 times the rate Joe Biden did. And that's why, Lawrence, we need the big, beautiful bill passed ASAP. We need the money for beds. We need the money for more officers. We got over 20 million illegal aliens in this country and less than 5,000 deportation officers. We got 600,000 illegal aliens with criminal histories walking the streets of this country. We need that bill to put more boots on the ground, more badges and guns on the street to remove these public safety threats. That should be a nonpartisan issue. Everybody should agree to that.
I mean, I think we should send Tom Homan to Capitol Hill. Maybe he can get the votes done down there. Tom, thanks, brother. We appreciate you.
I'm on my way up. Capitol Hill. You called it. I'm on my way.
Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.